organization that I chose to profile is the Monterey Military Attic, which is located in the Monterey Bay Peninsula. The Attic is a nonprofit organization that collects goods in excellent condition for military family and their and service members. It's essentially a free thrift shop in which dependents can shop, and there is no cost to them, which is very unique in that this particular branch offers that service, which is free compared to other branches in other military installations where it's a thrift shop where it's still priced quite reasonable, but it's not free as in this location. So this location is particularly unique and it's not associated with the other branches. So I went to do my field research there, and I observed while the volunteers were collecting goods and sorting through them, and I watched how they interact with one another and how they communicated. What I found about the attic and their approach is that they use the human relations theory, which is essentially a organization putting their employees first and making sure that they're taken care of, and that believing that that will reflect in their work. So if their employees are happy and taken care of, then they will be happy and they will take care of the organization in return. And I found that to be quite true with the volunteers in the attic. Several of them are stay-at-home mothers, and so for them this is a good interaction with them, for other mothers and for their children to play with other kids, and there is a dedicated playroom for the children, and there are toys for them, and there are accommodations such as playpens and walkers and things like that, so that the mothers can have their children with them while they volunteer and work, and they don't have to worry about their children as they do that. So I find that seems to be the approach that they have taken. My overall assessment of the communication in the attic is that it's fairly efficient. They do have an online program where they can log in and view their hours and keep track of their hours, as there are incentives for them to collect hours. And so I found that part to be fairly efficient. There were a few things that I found could be improved, which is at times they have several volunteers and not all of them are consistent, and some will sign up for shifts and not call in when they can't make it, which causes a conflict with others who are able to make it. And so as there is incentive to collect hours, this can cause an issue with the military community, and many people are moving in and out. And so some people really have limited time to collect those hours and those incentives. And so when people have multiple no call, no shows, it takes up a slot where somebody could have gone and used the hours. So that I feel is something that can be improved upon, communicating with each other better to ensure that they will show up to their shifts or call in or communicate with the manager and with one another to maybe give shifts away. So that's something that I would recommend for this organization, just a more open communication policy. I feel as though through the interview that some people felt like they couldn't approach each other about that and talk about it because there's some conflict in between each other. So I think that's something that could be worked upon. My overall assessment is that this is a valuable tool and resource for the community, both for the people that are shopping there and receiving goods, and also people who are constantly moving and maybe need to downsize, and also for the volunteers themselves. This is a good way for them to get involved in their community, to help out and to meet new people, especially with moving, and be a part of the military community So overall, I would say that this organization is definitely a wonderful asset to the community, which could use a few minor improvements, but other than that, I think it's running very well and efficiently. Thank you.